Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Battle for Wesnoth campaign, Eastern Invasion. In our last episode, we started our second attempt of Scenario 17, and I think we've made decent progress in that we've changed our strategy from our first attempt, and we've now gone out to try to support our generals, although I didn't necessarily make the most optimal choices in terms of which units I sent where. I think overall this is still an improvement over last time, although I guess we'll have to wait and see how things actually go. But you can see here we do have some units out on each side supporting the generals and trying to keep them alive for a couple of extra turns, just to buy me a little bit more time in the center here with Conrad to continue recruiting troops and hopefully just make this final stand a little bit more doable as opposed to last time where we just ran out of turns and got overwhelmed. Now, before we jump into the episode proper, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Nicholas HK. Nicholas had a good reminder that when the time comes, I shouldn't be afraid to use Conrad directly in battle. And he obviously has some very powerful abilities, but he also has some pretty good defense stats here. Let's just see if we can get a peek at his resistance tile here. Yeah, so he's quite resistant to blade, pierce, and impact. Really, he's only a little bit weak to fire, and then he doesn't have much for magic resistance, but his blade and pierce resistance is fantastic. So really, I shouldn't be afraid to use him when the time comes. Nicholas also had a good reminder to make sure that I'm maximizing benefit of leadership, illuminate, and healing, all of the different kind of aura benefits that I have. And of note, Conrad, of course, is a level 5 unit, and so his leadership is that much more powerful because it can affect any unit up to level 5. So very, very good. Nicholas also had a point that every couple of turns, the enemy will sort of retreat and regroup a little bit. And I have noticed that happening, but just something to kind of watch for. I might be able to hopefully exploit that a little bit to, continue to kind of get a round of healing in before the next wave, things like that. The next comment here is from Aquamarin. Aquamarin just had a good reminder of, that this is going okay so far, but to make sure I don't get surrounded in the fog. And to that point, we can actually see a bit of that starting to potentially happen here. Whoops, I didn't want to move Conrad. But you can see here that because the south portion has fallen completely into darkness, the enemy are now pushing through here, and it would be very easy for them to cut off my escape route and make it such that these units out here get isolated. And of course, that could potentially be a death sentence for me. So same goes for this bridge here and this bridge over here. Of course, there was no allied general guarding this, and so really I do need to be very, very cautious, as it could be fairly easy to get flanked. And then, of course, to retreat when needed, as Aquamarin pointed out. So really good points there. Also a good reminder from Ratch to Nuruddin, which is that Owiek and Gwedri can both recruit units. And so if the enemy or our allied generals get killed, we could potentially recruit units in those tiles if we needed to, or alternatively, we could put Gwedri or Owiek on the keep in the center if we needed them to recruit units, and then have Conrad come out and fight. So just a good reminder from everybody. As always, a huge thank you for the excellent comments and suggestions. They are extremely appreciated. Without any further ado, let's jump into the episode here and see if we can hopefully fare a little bit better than our last attempt. So last time we had left things off, we were looking pretty good. I'm going to start over on this flank here. Grug is looking okay, but he is a little bit beat up. I wouldn't mind perhaps getting maybe my bowman in there just to make things happen. So let's get Grug back and maybe get some healing going. And instead, I'm going to put our bowman out front and have the bowman blast this bone knight for hopefully a kill. Very nice. That's excellent. And then Dason can... let's just see. What is this? Okay, so yeah, so Dason's ability is actually reducing the effectiveness of our bowman's illuminate. So we want to get him maybe pulled back a little bit. I might even put him there and put our healer right up next to that. And I kind of forgot about that. I actually wouldn't have sent Grug all the way back if I'd remembered I had the Mage of Light sitting right there. But that's okay. It's still fine to have him back and healing. There is a Wraith there that I kind of forgot about as well, so we'll have to just be cautious. I might even pop Dason just onto a higher defense tile just to make sure he's still safe. Meanwhile, let's jump up to the top here. Things are looking decent. We've had a bit of a break for Grog here, who has had a chance to get a little bit more healing done before the next wave attacks. So that's very nice. You can see we've got a decent amount of enemy units here, or friendly units, I should say. We could go in and go for this kill. If we land it, we will level up. It's a guarantee. That being said, there's still a lot of enemy units over here, and that is kind of sketchy. But I think it's probably worth trying. So let's see if we can take this gamble here. I think we can do it. Nice. And then that should level us up. Excellent. We get our health back. And I think we'll just go for the extra hit points, honestly. I think survivability is really kind of the name of the game at this point. So Owiek, unfortunately, can't really get in there very easily. Our Fencer also kind of not super able to get in there. I definitely like having my units near the Diviner for the healing benefit. So I think I'll probably just keep things kind of as they are. And then we'll pull Grog back once he takes some punishment, because he's presumably going to get sort of ganged up on over there. But at least he's got full health to kind of work with. Meanwhile, our Bowman here can advance. So, yeah, and I think I'm happy to keep the Diviner right there. The Fencer can stay put and just get the healing benefit if needed. Now, down here, things are a little bit uglier, and it would be very nice if we could heal poison, but unfortunately, we did not have the foresight to send... Oh, and I didn't realize, but these are all keeps here. Oh, so that makes Ratchet Nuruddin's comment make way more sense. So there are keeps down here that we could use to recruit units. Oh, that is very interesting. That would have saved us potentially some travel time. Because I think we sent... Yeah, Gwedry is down here, so... I mean, Gwedry could even fall back to this keep and try to recruit some extra troops if needed down to kind of the front lines of battle here. That's not the worst idea in the world, honestly. All right, but anyway, let's get our Bowman up front here. So Gwedry and our Paladin are in pretty good spots here. Kruta is really looking good. Has a ton of health. And also had Steadfast, which is wonderful. Our Mage here, you know what? Can we go down and maybe blast? It's not going to be enough for the kill, though. Although, if we combine that with our Bowman, maybe, but we can't easily get to that spot, so I think we'll just keep moving this way. And then we'll put our Mage down here. And meanwhile, I think Kruta would be good to maybe just go kind of like this. But yeah, again, if we could get... Actually, let's undo that. If we could get Gwedry down here, we could recruit more units to help. Wouldn't be the worst idea. That said, with the units coming in, we should probably get somebody here to help Conrad with the defense. So maybe we do that. Let's maybe grab a couple spearmen just because we know they've got cavalry coming in. So we'll do 2 spearmen and then maybe a bowman. It's nice having the gold to be able to actually recruit some units to help us out here. And we'll do probably another spearman. That should be good. And then up here we can see, where do we want to send more units? Probably north is, I think, okay. Feel like down here is probably okay for the time being. The right probably is going to need more support, I'm thinking. So that's where I might send... Could do a cavalryman. They're obviously very mobile. That could be helpful. They are kind of expensive, but not too bad. Maybe we'll just get another bowman going here, or another... Well, the mage are expensive. Let's do another bowman. There we go. And I think we'll hold off for now. So, overall, I'd say that's a pretty good turn for us. The question here is, what do we do with Kruta? Do we want to maybe throw him out here, try and entice some of these cavalry to come over and attack him? Or consider moving Gwedry down over here. Gwedry is going to apply a leadership bonus to most of these units in this area, which is obviously desirable. It's just a shame we don't have a healer in here to get rid of this poison. That would be so nice to have. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually move Kruta down here just to reinforce, because I want to make sure that my main units aren't in danger. There is a question here of what to do with Owiek. We could try and get aggressive here, move up, and go for the Great Hammer attack. Problem, of course, is we are highly susceptible as cavalry to the piercing damage of the bone shooters. So if we aren't successful, that's going to be a disaster. So I think we'll just leave Owiek where he is. And I think that's going to do it for our turn. I just want to double check if there was anything else super pressing I wanted to try to do. I don't think so. Really, our allies are kind of forming the front line. They're going to get massacred pretty quickly, but at least they're going to soak up some hits for another turn or two. Let's see what comes next here. Interesting. So our ally is sending units down that way. Oh, it's too bad. It would have been better for those magic attacks to actually do more damage. You can see how much health that unit just gets back from its drain, right? Oh, that's really unfortunate. It should have gone here if it could have. Would have been better for the defense. Well, at least the spearman is there. The heal from the village. It's awful. And the Lich is just summoning more, oh, mostly bats, it looks like. Cavalry as well. Oh, there, you see that charge damage, just nasty. Well, at least he's taking a lot of damage from the spearmen there, that's good. Oh, he's gonna get killed, though. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that Wraith is dangerous. Ooh. Oh, man, that Chocobone. Dangerous, dangerous unit to fight. Gotta be really careful. And these ghosts are moving in, trying to kill Halrod there. Let's keep our eyes peeled here. Let's see what comes out of the mist. Poor mage just got slaughtered in the street. Good work from that heavy infantryman, doing lots of damage. This is gonna suck. Oh yeah, that bone shooter is dangerous. Oh man. See, and there's that pierce damage, right? We really are susceptible to it. And Grog is unfortunately getting surrounded. We need to get in there to help him, or he's gonna be pinned in there and unable to retreat. That did not go well for us. So really, I think these two bone shooters are the top priority. We need to get rid of them because Grog needs to fall back. Oh, that bat is about to evolve now. Okay, this is going to be ugly down here. Oh, see what I mean? At least that mage stayed alive. A bunch of bats attacked and it survived, and took the third bat getting to it to actually get that kill. Oh, poor guy. I feel like this flank is the one that's going to fall the quickest. Mostly due to the effects of the poison and also the magic damage from these sorcerers. You see? Mal Ravenel has grown too powerful. Wesnoth is helpless. Use the amulet. There is no other way. Use us. I must defeat Raven. I must be strong enough to stand alone. I alone must wield this fullness of power. Okay, then, yeah, so there's Dason now becoming... I guess I was wrong. I had thought he already had that aura, but I was getting ahead of myself, so now he has the aura. Unfortunately, this walking corpse is now here. That's kind of annoying. All right, so let's take a look. This is the one that's going the best out here, which is obviously really good. If we hit 3 times, we'll get the kill. That's only a 47% chance. I wonder what the Mage of Light's attacks would be. 15 times. We'd still have to land all 3, which is not super likely. Interesting. These are the loyal ones that are coming out to attack us. That's kind of interesting. I feel like Grug back here maybe should just help out with some of what's going on with these cavalry here and try to whittle them down, because obviously they are creating a bit of a problem for us. Like, if we can kill this Bone Knight, that would be really good. Or you know what? Maybe Dason can help. Ooh, yeah, you know what? We could send Dason up there to blast with magic, and then if he doesn't get the kill, Grug can finish him off. That's probably what we'll do. Now, down here, I feel like this might be a death sentence, though. If we don't get this kill, we're going to get charge damaged with our bowman, and that is really going to suck. But I think it's worth a try, so let's hope we get lucky here. Wow, we got horrendously unlucky. That's a real shame, because we're now going to take full charge attacks next turn. Yikes, that really sucks. Well, it is what it is. Dason is going to go up here, like I said, and going to shadow wave this guy. Hopefully we get the kill. If not, Grug will help. Perfect. That's what we needed. And then Grug can step down. We could go after the bat, perhaps. If we hit once, we get the kill. Although the drain might give him the full health, and then we'd have to hit twice. Versus we could try and fight one of these ghosts, but again, the odds to hit are so low. It's very frustrating. They're kind of dug in really good, and this guy is dangerous. I don't want to really try going after him too much. I think we'll go after this bat here. See if we get lucky. Wow, we did not get lucky, and this bat is now close to leveling up, which is not good. Yeah, that kind of backfired on me, to be perfectly honest. I would love to kill this walking corpse if I could. You know what? Here, the mage can do that. Very good. And then the bowman can move down here and go after probably this one, I'm thinking, because it's got a little more experience. Oh, no luck. Okay, this is getting ugly, and we're going to start getting poisoned here, which means we should probably just fall back, really. This is the flank that I really don't think I'm going to be able to hold at all. Because I don't have a healer down there, right? And it's too hard for me to cycle somebody over at this point. Again, we can throw our kind of cannon fodder units down there. Not that I want to just throw units away necessarily, but we can definitely start shuttling some of our troops down that way. I wouldn't mind maybe going out and grabbing some of these villages, though. Trying to get our gold situation a little bit better. So yeah, just these ones here we can try and recapture. Yeah, this did not go the way I wanted down here, sadly. Okay, if we go back up here now, bone shooters need to die, and this is the really tough part, is we need to get this hit or we are pretty much in trouble. Because Grog, we don't want him being stuck there by himself. Okay, let's just... Oh, let's cross our fingers here. Yes! Okay, we needed that so bad. Okay, that's really good. That opens things up just a little bit for us, at least. Now, we could go down here with our healer and actually blast this guy, probably get the kill. I'm kind of inclined to do that. That still gives OAX some healing. We're still not in a bad position. I think that's really good. Let's do it. Oh, that is not ideal. However, oh, this isn't going to do enough to get the finish. That sucks. You know what? Okay, Grog can come on down and get the kill, though. Maybe we can kill this bat. We'd have to hit it all 3 times, which is pretty unlikely, but... How much does Grog do to this guy? 10. You just have to hit once. I feel like that's doable. Too bad we can't go there and get... Oh, you know what? We can go here, though, and get the higher defense. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I would have really preferred to get the experience with the Diviner. Plus, we took a lot of damage there, which now means Grog is, again, very vulnerable. And he may get killed even with all these units that can get to him. I sure hope not, but... Alright, well, let's just use this little guy and just try and do some damage here. Yeah, I didn't expect that to work so well. This is where I'm finding it's going to be the most problematic, is just this awful situation. Kruta can go up here, but like we're going to get poisoned to Kingdom Come, right? And it's just going to be awful. Ooh, you know what? Though we can stand right here and give this guy the business. Or, you know what? We could go up with our Paladin even. Ooh, yeah. Not going to get the kill, though. Or very unlikely to. We'd have to hit both. And I feel like our Paladin's just going to get torn to shreds. Oh, but you know what we can do? Ah, here's the deal. Okay. Paladin's going to go here. Oh, man, that leadership provides a massive bonus. Okay, you know what we can do? We can go like this. Like this. Okay, and then we will do our lance. Oh, come on. That really sucks that that didn't land. Okay, and then we'll go up here with Gwedry and give the leadership boost now to Kruta, who can swing away. 2 out of 3 is not terrible, but would have really liked to have gotten more hits. So Kruta's probably going to get poisoned, and our Paladin's probably going to get poisoned, and then we'll have to pull them back. But that's okay, and we've got a few other units here at least to kind of soak up some hits. As I said, I do want to capture these next turn, probably. We've got enough gold to grab a few more units, so let's do maybe another Bowman. And kind of liking the Bowman, honestly. Might grab one cavalryman just to have more mobility here. Kind of, maybe that's a waste, but I feel like that's going to be helpful. Okay, let's cross our fingers here and just pray that this doesn't... we don't get totally annihilated here. Okay, nice. He's recruiting more troops. Oh, yeah, get that magic. Nice. Come on, one more hit there. Come on. Dang it. Oh, that's annoying. Come on, land the hit. There you go. Nice. Good swing from our heavy infantry there. Nice kill. This all still feels so futile, but I'll take what I can get, honestly. Oh, man. Brutal attack there. Nice magic. Good. Brutal luck, though. It has 70% chance to hit and only hits 1 out of 3. Come on, get that kill on that ghost. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the big danger is right here. This Bowman is going to just get ganged up on by about 3 or 4 units at once and probably get killed. And that's what I'm most afraid of. Yep. Yep. And it's going to be all done but the crying. He's going to get murdered by this Chocobone now. Never mind the magic. Good kill, though. Nice work from the Bowman. We're going to pull him back as soon as this is done here, if he survives. Yeah, and here's what I was thinking, is that these cavalry are going to come in, and it's going to be nice to have the spearmen there, because they are mounted units. They still do have a little bit of... I mean, obviously, impact would probably be superior, but... So maybe I should have grabbed a heavy infantry or 2, but... Darn ghosts. We're on turn 7 of 19, so... But say this is still not going terribly for us. Okay, well, the Chocobone retreated. Our Bowman is... putting work in out there, at least. It's too bad. I kind of wanted to kill that Chocobone, but That's okay. I'd rather have my bowman have a chance to get out of there at least, rather than... I think this is going to be the time to fall back, though, because it's starting to get pretty ugly in here. And it'd be pretty easy for us to get cut off. Up here, too, I think we're going to fall back a little. They're starting to push pretty aggressively, so... And they're getting around to cut off kind of our retreat a little bit. Now there's a better bat. Yeah, I feel like we do need to... We need to fall back. We'll probably pull the diviner back and blast this bat, try to kill it, and then kind of form a defensive ring around the healer with Owiek and with Grog. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we're definitely pulling back here. Oh, this is getting ugly. Really ugly. Yeah. Yeah, the writing's on the wall here. We gotta get out. Get out while we still can. And this is going to be rough here, too. Like I said, we knew the paladin was going to get torn up, and there it is. These bats are going to be a huge problem for me. Jeez, yeah. There's Kruta getting a nice, good kill from Kruta, at least. Oh, that darn magic. At least we dodged one of them, but... And there they are, getting in behind us. That's not what we need. Okay, we dodged it with Kruta, thank goodness. I am tempted to stand in there. We've got these sorceress units here in the water and whatnot, but I don't know if we can afford to stay in there one more turn. This is where again, if I had a healer down there, it would be much preferred. All right. I'm going to ignore this for now because I feel like that's the more precarious situation. Mind getting a bowman even down there just to try and get a kill like this. See if we can. Dang, that's too bad. And we can't go there. That's a shame. We could go here and try for the kill, but we're going to take a lot of damage if we don't get it. So let's go here, and we could try and pincer this ghost here a little bit. That darn drain, though, just makes it so challenging. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to pull back here. Gonna do this. Nice. Gonna put the bowman there. We're gonna do a pierce try with our bow. Come on. Come on. Jeez, that sucks. And now it's not a guaranteed kill, so I'm actually inclined not to do that. That's so annoying. Okay. What kind of damage do we do here? Really not much. Let's just go down there and throw our javelin. Yeah, didn't get it. Yeah, I'm not going to play that game, because with that drain, he's just going to heal, so... Alright, let's get our units in there to help, so we can get in there and at least do some bow attacks here, try and whittle this bat down. Nice, okay, good there. And then I think what we'll do is maybe we'll use our mage here just to get try and get the kill that way. Oh, good. I was like, man, are we going to not get that? Get screwed out of more. Okay, the paladin definitely needs to fall back, like no question. So we're going to do that. The question here is, should Kruta stay in and try to get a kill on one of these sorceresses or sorcerer here? Because he definitely could. The question, though, is that worth it? And I'm going to say probably not. Like, obviously, Gwedry is pretty powerful, but I don't necessarily want to leave Gwedry just up there all by himself. Like, again, we could have Gwedry stand in here, knowing he's going to take some hits. But with all these units coming down the pipe, I just don't think it's worth it. So I think what I'm actually going to do is go like this and like that, and at least that way I've got a little bit of a... It'd be nice if I had a unit sitting right there, but at least I've got sort of a bit of a fighting line. And then we'll keep falling back, because I just don't think we have the capacity to really do this. So we'll put our bowman there. We'll bring our spearmen down. Maybe even just sit here. Or you know what? We'll go here and just hold our village, and then if this guy does anything fancy. Cavalry, meanwhile, we could move in to reinforce if needed. feel like Dason's going to be really good for killing this Wraith that's sitting here and causing us so much problems. Alternatively, it'd be nice to get in here with a magic unit to kill this bat before it can evolve, but if this Bowman had just a little bit more health, I'd feel comfortable leaving him there, but I don't think it's going to be smart given that there's a lot of other units that have charge and whatnot coming down this way. So I think what I'd rather do is pull back like this and get the Bowman in with him. So let's figure out, who do we want to try to kill with Dason? I feel like this Wraith is probably the best target to go after. Given that we can't get in there and hit the Knight. So yeah, let's do that. See if we can get the finish this way. We should be able to. Come on, one more. There you go. Good kill from Dason. That's really good. And then, yeah, our Bowman needs to get back. Probably should. Just trying to see what would be smart here. I think maybe we go Mage of Light here. And then Bowman. See, no matter what, though, they're going to have the higher defense tile around it. It's kind of poor positioning. There is still this heavy infantryman and these two up here. Hopefully they converge south and make my life a little bit easier. Alternatively, I guess I could fall back like this and just attack the Adept, try to kill him off. But again, I don't think that's going to be smart. I think we really just need to get back as quick as we can here. I kind of forgot about Grug, though. Oh, you know what? Grug can help us, maybe. He's definitely not super healthy at the moment, but he's kind of good enough. We still got this darn Bone Knight that's just sitting on the village and causing so much grief. Alright, enough of my hemming and hawing. Let's get over here like this. Bowman's going to go here. And then Grug, we can either swing away on this bat and try to get a kill. All we'd have to do is hit one time. Pretty decent odds, honestly. I think we'll do that. Nice. There we go. Okay. Cleans things up just a tiny bit. Okay, now over here, let's see. Yeah, I think the name of the game is going to be just falling back. Be great to kill this bat if we could. Although that's not a guarantee, but at least that would do some good damage to it. Yeah, I think we really need to fall back. So let's just see if we can give it the business here. Nice. Okay, that's good. Now we should be able to just get a finish with maybe our Bowman here. Nice. That's perfect. Okay, and then we'll put Grog right there. We'll put Owiek right here. And then we are just going to kind of gradually start pulling back. Because we know things are getting nasty up there. So meanwhile, over here, I mean, we've got enough cannon fodder units that I think will be okay for another turn, maybe. Over here, I do think we probably need reinforcement, and so I'm going to send the cavalry over to maybe help ever so slightly. Just maybe kind of like that. You know what? Or we could just go steal a village. Yeah, let's maybe do that. Let's go steal this village. Ooh, actually. Oh, yeah, we already looked at that. That's right. Okay, we'll steal this village. Try and get us a little bit more gold. We're definitely doing better in the gold department this time around. That's for sure. Which is really nice. It's giving me the opportunity to recruit way more units. We're going to need something up here because they're starting to make their way down that way. Let me just check these mounted units, because maybe I'm totally getting it wrong with the piercing. They only have 20% resistance to pierce, so yeah, impact is still better, but I mean, the heavy infantry are expensive. They don't have the movement. They don't have a ranged attack. I feel like the spearmen and the bowmen are probably somewhat better for that. So let's do a bowman, maybe a spearman. And then, you know what? We will do one heavy infantry down here. Okay. I think that's about as good as it's going to get for us here. We just have to hope that things don't get too nasty. Like, I'm a little worried about our bowmen, really. That's the thing that's kind of the scariest at the moment. But I think we might be okay. Nice, and he's still recruiting. That's awesome. Nice, good magic. Heck yeah. That poor infantryman up there is just fighting his... Oh, he's fighting his heart out, but he's going to go down. Like, again, why are you putting him in the open to fight like that? That's so stupid. I mean, he got the kill, that's great, but, like... He lost half his health. Come on, get that kill. Heck yeah. Nice, 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 nice. They moved that bowman into the spot I wanted him to go. Oh, phenomenal. Oh, and that's even better. The swordsman is on the village. That is perfect. Oh, and the fencer's on that, too. That's great. And he recruited somebody. This is awesome. And he's... Oh, my... Look at this. This is brilliant. I mean, he's going to get killed, but at least they strategically positioned the units. That's, like, actually pretty intelligent. Nice, good hit there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the spearmen are putting in work on these cavalry, which is great. I mean, he's still going to go down. Like, he's probably going to get killed here, but... Hey, he dodged it. Good for him. Uh-oh, the ghost's going to come in and finish him off. Yep. That's a bummer. Oh, and look at this. They're trying to cut off our retreat here. Again, we're going to have to use our diviner to blast this guy, I think. Honestly, though, I'm just really... it's neat to try this a different way. And you know, I mean, it's not working out perfectly for me, but it's definitely... Oh, and look at that. That Chocobone got killed. Oh, poor spearman. He did a good job, though. Oh, it'd be nice to get rid of this shadow. Those things are nasty. Okay, our bowman taking hits, but he's still in the fight. Really got to get him back, get him healing. I feel like we need to just pull him out almost completely. I think we could move Dason up and kill this Bone Knight. And then maybe... Oh, it'd be good to get rid of this ghost, though, before it can evolve into a shadow. This is starting to become a problem in here, though. I think we do maybe need to just pull back. Yeah, this is starting to get pretty hairy. Oh, and up here is falling apart, too. We've completely lost this little defensive perimeter. And our income is gradually whittling away as they take more of these villages over. This magic blast. Heck yeah. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, okay. And they are starting to get to us in the center, so I think we are going to have to completely retreat here, because this is they're about to cut us off, so I think this is where we actually do have to completely pull back. All of our best units need to just consolidate in the center and go for that strategy. I mean, overall, though, I'm still really... I feel like this is giving us a slightly better chance than last time. We may still have the same outcome, and you know what? If we fail it again, we'll just try it a third time. I mean, I realize that might not be as exciting to watch, but, you know, I feel like each time I do this, I'm learning more about it, so... We're not giving up. No matter what happens, we are not giving up. Ooh, yeah. Okay. And again, they are starting to get around us to cut us off, so we need to fall back immediately. Good thing is we'll at least cure our poison this turn. Okay. You know what? I think this is actually going to be a really good spot to save it as a part 2 here, because I feel like this is a really nice kind of natural kind of checkpoint for it here, where we can kind of survey what's going on, look around. You know, I'm still not, like, super happy with how it's going, but I would say it's definitely... Again, you know, I'd have to go back and watch the first episode again, or my first try of this again, just to see where we were at in terms of the turns. But I do feel like we've made a slight improvement on the previous attempt. That said, maybe I'm seeing it, you know, through rose-colored glasses. I don't know. But what we'll do here is we will save this one again. We'll call this call it part 2, second try. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.